Reading is a wonderful thing. It can take you places you've never seen before, introduce you to people you've never met, and help you understand different perspectives from cultures around the world. Literature. There are so many books written by authors who are like you and who are different from you. A wide variety of people and cultures. Literature can make you think.
My favorite type of book is science fiction.
I like to read biography books.
I like to read mystery books. Historical fiction.
I like romantic comedies.
African American history.
I like to read poetry.
I like realistic fiction.
Realistic fiction.
Realistic fiction.
Me gusta aprender de muchas culturas. I like to learn about different cultures.
Well, I definitely think reading is like one of the biggest tools of knowledge. So I mean, most things like you can learn through reading. So I think it just like expands like our world, and we can learn so much from different cultures from reading.
No two people are the same, and I think that having diversity in literature helps kids internalize that.
You know, you have authors that write from, privileged places, and they write from that perspective. But then you get work from an author that maybe hasn't been so fortunate. And then they can write honestly from that point because they've experienced it. And that kind of diversity throughout books, it's really cool to read because you kind of feel it almost, like you're in the author's shoes.
If you didn't broaden your mind, you wouldn't grow and you wouldn't have different viewpoints and everything.
With reading, I can see different ways on how to face challenges the world gives me.
Opens my eyes up to like the world and like how like things can like shift from culture to culture.
By seeing a lot of other people's and different perspectives, you learn how to sympathize with other people without having had the experience, and you start to see how these play into your real life and the world around you.
A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline Lee Engel.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid by Jeff Kinney.
Darnell Rock Reporting by Walter Dean Myers.
Lost by Wendy Orr.
The Adventures of Captain Underpants by Dave Pilkey.
The Final Four, Paul Volpone.
Fair Weather by Richard Peck.
Tom Gates by L. Pecan.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling.
Forged by Fire by Shannon M. Draper.
I love James Patterson because of the style he does. He makes me feel like I am actually with the character as they go throughout the journey.
This story was about an Arabic boy, and it reminded me exactly of where I used to live.
Well, I think in some books, the author puts so much detail in it. I feel like the characters are almost alive, talking about their lives to me.
To me, this book really teaches you that it's never too late to change. No matter how old you are, it's never too late to change.
In that book, it has a foster kid, and my family has a foster kid, and it helped me learn a little bit more about that.
Well, I really enjoy reading books like that involve emotional pain. So you learn about the struggles and different viewpoints that come with these struggles.
And anyone could craft a character or develop a plot, but it takes a lot to actually make you feel happy and sad and scared and nervous and stuff, and that's really amazing. It's a really amazing thing.
What I like best about reading is that it's like a TV in my head, and I get to imagine the things how I want to imagine them rather than a TV telling me what to imagine.
I think it makes me a better person because it gives me a variety and a little bit of color to what I'm reading.
So you need a lot of different viewpoints to understand people. And a lot of times people who are so closed-minded don't have different viewpoints, and they won't read books. Their library isn't diverse.
Looking at the world from one angle doesn't give you the whole picture. Diversity in literature allows you to see the world through many different perspectives. Even when it's time for lights out, your mind has already been illuminated. Reading is a wonderful thing.